Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned Albino Plays West of Loathing episode 3. We just got done with Snake Pit Mine. As far as like Gary goes, if our quest with him is to get him to see a bunch of goblin people, then Fort Cowardice, or is it Cavern Canyon? One of these would be where you do that. So I'm gonna go over here. A few hundred yards up the trail, you see a solitary skeleton trudging towards the northwest. Doesn't seem to have noticed you, or anything else, really. Let's fight it. Kill the skeleton. You know, things like this. I mean, you could run, but why would you do that when you could just get some good XP? And by good XP, I mean, like, you know, some. 10 XP is like one stat upgrade. In the beginning, at least. And since we have 29 now, I can get some more gumption, which is good. That'll give me more maximum AP and speed. So, good. Yeah, we got 9 left. You have anything to say? This fort's very quiet. I thought goblins here. It does sound abandoned. We should have a look around, though. I think we needed a needle for this. Yeah. So it's good that I got a bunch. Nice view from up here. If you have binoculars, you can climb up the watchtower, and then it'll discover a location for you. But I guess we don't have any, which is whatever. This cabinet is mostly empty, but there are a handful of boring personnel records in the back of one drawer. Examine them. They are incredibly boring. No, really, I want details. Fine, you read one. And then, yeah, these are very boring. And now you're just looking at the same ones you read before. What is wrong with you? I can't get enough, man. I gotta know all the lore. A hard tack. What is that? Increase your armor by 5 for the rest of the day. Oh, cool. Armor's good. Stove is beyond cleaning. Spice rack. Oh, there's the saltpeter we needed for the chef dude. So we'll do that. But first, we're not done here, are we? Oh, it's a goblin. The goblin seated at this desk is repeatedly firing his pistol at that pie safe. Let's get their attention. Say, what are you doing?
Shooting pies, always shooting pies.
Could you elaborating on that?
Why shooting a pie?
Yes.
To destroying, obviously. Must to destroying a terrible pie.
What is wrong with a pie?
Bah, a human will never understanding.
No, really, why a pie shooting?
Shut up! So much angry!
Keep trying. Looking, I'm pretty sure being a pie is destroyed.
Destroy! Huh?
Look, so many holes in a pie safe. You winning. A pie is dead.
You certain being?
Waiting here, I will be checking. You peek through the bullet holes. Yep, that pie is shot to hell.
Hooray, you are a success. A pie is so very destroyed being. I doing it? So much doing it. But now what?
Huh?
What are shooting now?
I guess you finding another pie?
What? There are more pies being?
Yes, a world is full of pies.
Oh no, this violencing will never ending.
Sorry, being, not wishing to enabling this behavior.
No, this is my cross-bearing. I must going and continuing the fight.
Okay.
Thanking you.
Okay, I wish you good luck against a forces of pie. Let's intimidate them to 2. Wait, leaving a hat here. It will not safe being.
Yes, good. You protecting a hat for me.
You got an item, General Gobb's hat. General Gobb strides out the door, jaw clenched, eyes resolute with pie hatred. Well, that was weird. I guess I'm the general now. Is that... Oh, +2 muscle on that hat is pretty good. Better than having nothing happening. So, that's fine. I didn't mean to go out there. I enjoy goblins. Also, we got a lead pie. It increases your range damage by 10 for the rest of the day, which is kind of insane for this early on in the game. But we don't do ranged attacks, so it ain't for us, you know? I mean, we could do them as like a backup, but we don't need to do it. I mean, we do need to, like, eat stuff. I'll do it. Shot full of pie holes. Just cuz, you know? Now our stomach is full, we still have liver and spleen. Let's drink some military whiskey. +1 to all 3 of our stats. And then, I like the filters. If you use the right analog stick, you can do the filters, and then that'll... So we have our food and our booze. We only have 1 drink. Increase our speed by 1 for the rest of the day. That's not really worth it. I'll do it, though. And then if we get better stuff to eat and drink, you know, we'll just go sleep and then reset our bowels. But yeah, even if you try to drink cow's blood, they won't let you. You're no cow scientist, but you're pretty sure this would kill you if you drank it. Come to think of it, you're pretty sure there's not even any such thing as a cow scientist. Precisely. Which is why I don't know why it even exists. If you can't drink it, and I don't think you can sell it for very much. It's like, why is it here, you know? But that's fine. You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside this tent. Not bothering, letting them sleep! Okay, okay. This must be the math tent. This cot is soaked with blood. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across its surface, you're guessing this desk belonged to Fort Cowardice's nurse. Let's look at the papers. Papers are mostly just boring medical records. Dental daguerreotypes, lamentations that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, that kind of thing. Hey, wait, what's this? This looks like it might be important. Marching orders. And then the diagram is just a bunch of disgusting drawings of sliced open bodies, which is gross. But we got some army field trauma kits. Those restore HP during battle. And some more whiskey. Unfortunately, I still don't have safe cracking. There's an event called Wanderin' Sally. She's like a wandering trader. A-D-E-R, not like treason. And, you know, she will occasionally sell perk books like that. So we still don't have Dickering, right? Because we didn't have very much money when we saw it. Sign has the goblin word for toilet on it. Can we go in there? That sign says toilet and goblin, which makes it seem pretty likely the goblins use this tent as a toilet. No way are you gonna go in there. I mean, let's take the cannonball for some reason. I don't know what this cannonball is for, actually. I don't think I ever found a use for it. You know, I beat the game, but I didn't beat everything. Hey, hey, hey! Goblins! Goblins here somewhere! Really? How can you tell? How you can't? I'll let you know if I find any. What am I supposed to do, man? I found the goblins. These ones are sleeping. And the general here, I don't know. It's not like Gary went into that room with me. So I'm not sure. Let's go to Cavern Canyon. I think there's goblins here too. As you're riding down the trail, a dirty urchin jumps out, points a toy pistol at you, and demands that you pay the toll by doing 20 push-ups. Okay. Satisfied by your demonstration of upper body strength, the child allows you to pass without pretending to shoot you. How nice. Goddamn child bandits. Oh, this is not where I thought it was, but this is also fine. Ah, pointy. Okay, so this is Spider Cave. There's an issue here. The bones make you pretty reluctant to investigate this hole. I can only open one of these crates before it forces me to leave. So we could get booze, we could get medicine, or we can get weapons. I'm best for weapons here. You dig through the crate, it's mostly full of packing straw, you find a pretty fancy knife. Fancy knife. You hear a sudden chittering coming from that big hole behind you. It is a spider. But so, like, if I try to open these, they're like, you should leave right now before that spider eats you. But then also I can just come up here. You must have a death wish standing this close to that thing. No, I just know that nothing's gonna happen. This is a lame thing that's going on right now, if you ask me. +3 Moxie on that. 7 to 9 damage, though. Is that more than my Cavalry Saber? It sure is. So, okay. We'll equip the fancy knife. And then we have a crowbar to open that up. This door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it, because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. Let's open the door. The tunnel behind this opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. Spiders are nasty. They are the worst. You can see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. Oh, what a not-so-subtle hint. Well, we opened the door. The spider is roaming free. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. Let's go inside. It's the gang. They have been... You know, they're just having a rough time right now. If you were ruthless, you could leave them for the spider, but that's rude. I'm going to arrest them, but I'm going to do it in a second after I talk to some of these dudes here. This poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Jeb, how do you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks cooking for those stripy-headed idiots. That sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. How is that the worst part? This chain is only 4 feet long! Ah, that's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million-meat idea in my head, and now here I am 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million-meat idea? You promised not to steal my idea, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay then, it's a new kind of sandwich, or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it there's a sausage, but it's a sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Okay. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part? The name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the Hot Dog. What do you think? How about the Hot Jeb instead? Don't be ridiculous. Hot Jeb. What does that even mean? Ridiculous. Hey, there's no need to be mean about it. He sighs. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave, making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up shop in Dirtwater. Brilliant! You're a genius, Jeb. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? That would be disgusting. You help him break his chains, he leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipes. And that is it then. But yeah, you can find some people out in the wilderness and like send them back to Dirtwater to it's kind of like Dark Souls in that way a little bit. It had to come! It had to come, the comparison. But it's true, you know, you go out, find people, and then they all gather in your little hub world and bring their own thing to the table. I mean, you can't say that it's not reminiscent. Looks like this place needs a new bartender. Oh, we got a jaw harp. You can just plunk it. I cannot stop plunking it! I am a plunker! Alright, we're done. Is that a real instrument? Because that's a terrible instrument, if it is. It looks like familiar. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Let's arrest them. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for one which Gary offers to drag, and head back to the Dirtwater jail. Is that the Stripy Hat gang? What happened to them? They had a run-in with a giant spider. A giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. 1,000 meat and 30 XP. I can afford dickering now. Which I may just do. I kind of want to save up for intimidating to get another upgrade. Because by now I think it should be at 3. Definitely it should be at 3 by the time you get over to this side of the mountains. Maybe even 4. Because I know that by the time you get over here, it needs to be a 5. Because they do a lot of, like, 5s. So, yeah, let's go to Buttonwillow's store. I want to buy dickering. And then I still need a lock so that I can do the desert house, which will get me a lot more meat and a lot more XP. What do you got for me? Mind your meat. And then we already have a pickaxe. I could use the disposable binoculars, I suppose. I'll take them. Oh, when you're selling 2 needles, I'll take those. I've never seen anything that needed to be hammered. Like, not once in my entire gameplay did I ever need a hammer and nails. So, I'm not gonna get one. Because that was a waste of me before. I'm sure there's a thing. If it is somewhere, then it's gonna be like endgame or something. Near there. You read the book from cover to cover and learn, among other things, that its cover price is way too high. You got a skill, Dickerin. After you're done reading it, you use your newfound skills to pawn it off on a wide-eyed rube for 60 meat. Yeah, well, those are terrible skills, because that shit costs 1,500. I should have pawned it off for 18. Obviously, I didn't learn anything from this book. What a bunch of garbage. Let's see, Dickerin needs 100. Yeah, if we're gonna get 100, I'm gonna put it in intimidating. First. Let's go ahead and go to the railroad camp just so we can, like, establish our main quest. Some thwack noises lead you to the sight of a goblin chopping down a large cactus. When it sees you, it waves its axe at you threateningly and makes some angry-sounding noises. Hey, it's a human person! Hey, human person! Away to going! It's my cactus, that's mine, not yours! I feel like having Gary deal with it maybe could unlock something different, rather than just me dealing with it. Gary and the goblin chatter back and forth, too quickly for you to follow. They share a laugh, and the goblin gives something to Gary, then they shake hands, and the goblin goes back to work on his cactus. What was that all about? A good chat! Nice fellow! What were you laughing about? You, so tall, so tall, very funny. Here, a guffin it to giving, but I diet am having. What? A guffin. Ugh, don't you hate when you're in, like, that state of your neck where, like, if you try to crack it, it's just not quite there, and then it's all you can think about for the next half hour? A wad of some kind of goblin bread. It doesn't look very appetizing, like a soft gray potato. It also increases your nothing by 0 for the rest of the day. Well, isn't that something? No, it's actually nothing. This guy should never be put in charge of a switch. That's for sure. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Say, that's a nice watch. Where'd you get it? I bought it from this gal what runs a store down south of here, name of Buttonwillow. Buttonwillow McSomething. Oh yeah, I know that store. Yep, real nice store, real nice watch. He goes back to fiddling with his watch. Worthy conversation. She's not getting much track lay, but she's an expert whistler. Damn, maybe she should get herself laid. Oh, I don't. What does that mean? I mean, it means what it means. You approach the beleaguered-looking man with the tiny glasses. Howdy there. Who's in charge of this outfit? If I'm being charitable, I'd say that the fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. He points at the man next to the huge pile of rocks. And if you're not? He smiles. Then I'd say that paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for. Alrighty, thanks. Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy. Huge, magnificent roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me, like dragons.
When the opportunity arose to take on management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want to help? Congratulations! You're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Swell. I guess I'm the boss now? The man looks you up and down. Well now, I suppose you can't be any worse than that last clown. He extends his hand. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. What's the situation? Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing this giant pile of rocks blocking our path. Surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain pass. We can't reroute around it even if we had the months it'd take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'll take a lot of dynamite. Whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies just such as this one. But a pack of goblins stole it all. Sneaky little varmints. Alright, I'll get it back for you. Glad to hear it. The goblins are holed up over in Gustafsson Gulch. It's a real rough place. You might want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before you head that way. Especially if you plan to go in guns blazing. You discovered a new map location. We don't need that specific dynamite, though. Any you can lay your hands on and be fine, so long as there's enough of it. Well, I don't know exactly how much a year's supply of dynamite is. But we ain't going there yet, because obviously we need to get more of the lay of the land. Let's go to the Big Apple. The big old pile of shit. Off the side of the trail, you see an old man struggling to get a rope untied from a fence post. Help him untie it. 10 mysticality. Using your advanced powers of observation and your intimate knowledge of the topological sciences, you make quick work of the knot and send the old feller on his way. Too late, you notice that the other end of the rope was tied to the man's leg and that there is a sign nailed to the fence post reading, "Incorrigible thief, do not untie." Oh well, 15 XP anyway. Hashtag worth it. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. Ugh, look at it. Look at its majesty. Wow! Oh, wow, my nose is disagreeing! Yeah, ugh. I'm gonna clean it. Make a little dent in it. Da-na-na-na-na-na, mashy, mashing it. Oh my god. Hooray! Oh man. You are very digging! Is this enjoyment for humans? No, it is not enjoyment for humans. How much? Oh, wrong thing. Do we have 100? Yes, we do. Intimidate and get up there. And then with the remaining 29, oh, we can upgrade grit again. I'll do it. Our skills are very lacking, but they're also very expensive. We are going to get to a point in the game where, like, grinding is a thing. But it's like, there's these designated grinding zones, and I honestly am, like, still not sure if the game expects you to do it. Because, like, you know, I grinded for, like, a half hour at one of these places, and they give you, like, big XP. It seems like it almost seems like you're taking advantage of the game when you're doing it. But then, like, you may run into a fight that still almost kills you, and you're like, I don't understand. Hello, Gary. Oh, nearing a weird cave. What? Gary was out here once, finding a cave of humming. Very strange, too scary. Well, that sounds interesting. Oh, a humming cave. I don't know. Gary, the goblins' Eastern European accents just change every time that they tell me to do it. Howdy, what can I do for you? Well, do you have a menu? A menu? What are you talking about? Isn't this a walk-up style restaurant? What? No, I'm a silver plater. I plate things with silver, you know? Oh, I thought your sign was... Never mind. The man grins, revealing a full set of silver-plated teeth. So, you need something plated? No, I don't. I already explained why. These woods seem a little too thick to wander through. In the last episode I did, I think. Although, okay, let me just, like, what are my options? Silver plating anything costs at least 500 meat, and you don't look like a fellow who has that kind of meat. I kind of resent that, but also you're right. Oh man, it's true, I only got 384. Let's go to Fort Aldead. You find a pair of saddlebags, property of Fort Aldead Library. Ooh, library? We're gonna get a book. Did you know libraries sell books and not bags? Alright, what do we got? Ooh, Bull Stomp, what's that? There's a chapter about adapting the stampeding behaviors of demonic cattle for human use. Gives Bull Stomp combat skill that does a small amount of damage to all of your enemies. Small? That sounds like garbage. Still gonna do it. Unfortunately, you accidentally stomp the book into dust while practicing. Oh, what a shame. Alright. I have no idea where, like, the Gary Spore locations are gonna be. Oh, we got a circus tent. Oh, great. I don't want to go there. Excuse me? Fort Aldead. The name is correct, I would say. Trash can smells terrible. Not without some stench resistance. Oh, fine. Where's my flowers? This is why we got the flowers. Sweet smelling flowers. Equip it. And then remember to re-equip the porcelain cow afterwards. Old patrol cap. Isn't that nasty? Also, I don't want to do that. Because it's not as good as what I had. Somebody left their knapsack behind. Look inside. You dig through the knapsack. There's some kind of receipt here. Robe receipt. There's also an evil-looking leather-bound tome. Tome! Introductory next mix. The last thing is a little diary which you can decide to leave in there in case the owner comes back looking for it. Let's read it. Seems to have been written by one of the necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating the dead soldiers here on the theory that the best undead army would be a literal undead army. The hitch in the plan came when they raised the officers, who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their station and reporting back to the necromancer, but the entry ends abruptly in the middle of a sentence. Fascinating. Okay, so I am not doing necromancy, because necromancy, the more necromancy skills you learn, the more it adversely affects some of your attributes. So, like, it may lower your maximum HP, it can, like, ruin your muscle and your moxie and all that stuff. I don't understand the appeal of necromancy because I did it on my Beanslinger character, so my magic character, and, like, all the necromancy skills are also magic skills. But they're all just, like, the exact same types of skills as the magic skills you already get from being a Beanslinger. So I found that while I was doing like 5 or 6 different necromancy books and just ruining myself physically and visually, that I wasn't gaining anything of value at all. Just basically like duplicate spells that looked a little different but accomplished the same thing. So necromancy's not worth it, in my experience. So we're gonna sell this book. Said the sell value is 150 meat, then it's not bad, I suppose. This table has a little model of the region on it. These toilets are all very clean. Let's flush it. 1 XP. 2 XP. It's a toilet. The flush handle is missing, though. Oh, how rude. But 3 XP. Yeah, if you told me that I could get experience just from flushing toilets, I would be like, I'm doing that right now. Like, that sounds amazing. That's all I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, if you don't mind. Alright, we got some footlockers. Whiskey hardtack. Full canteen smelling salts. Smelling salts gives you 1 AP during battle, so that's useful. Silver bullet. Oh, I can make needles out of that. Incendiary bullet. None of these bullets are good. Even on my oil or my snakeskin moxie playthrough, like, it doesn't seem like the bullets really help at all. 3 needles. Skeleton bone, skull chips, handful of loose teeth. And then what do we have in here? The kitchen. Shelves filled with the skeleton army's food supply. You pick up a box at random and read the label. Dehydrated maggots. Nasty. Candied fish eyes. Pickled vulture feathers and syrup. Crushed chalk. pickled tongues and mustard, and other assorted Mad Lib-style gross things. Alright, this mass grave is absolutely teeming with those skeletal riflemen. They don't seem to be interested in getting out, but you could definitely jump in there if you were itching for a fight. There's one wandering in the end of the pit nearest you. Let's hop in and fight him. So this would be an example of a grind area. That dude's got 57 HP, which is too much, if you ask me. But I can disable him while dealing a little bit of damage. Okay, time to see if your helpful goblin is any better. Oh my god, you're so pointless! At least Gary's getting better. And as far as, like that dude is good as a blocker, but only for ranged attacks. Because only ranged attacks are affected by something being in front of the person they're aiming at. You can walk, like, if there's a barrel in front of an enemy and you use a melee attack, you can just stand on the barrel and kill the enemy behind it. But if you shoot it, the barrel blocks it. So the mechanics are weird, and, like, cover is not very useful, because magic can also get behind barrels, so really it only blocks, like, physical attacks, which is a waste of a mechanic, if you ask me. It just really doesn't come in handy at all. You know, Susie had a skill that would, like, build a wall in front of you, and that was never good. I never used it. So Fort All Dead is done. We got time to go to one more place. Let's go to Humming Cave. With a shout, well, more of a loud hiss, a skeleton leaps at you from the underbrush. He's wearing a cavalry hat and has a cavalry saber, but isn't riding a cavalry horse, which I'm pretty sure is the main thing that differentiates cavalry from infantry, if not the only thing. Ooh, ooh, yeah, see, our intimidating got up to 3, and now we can do it. Give him the old drill sergeant drilling. A 10 hut! Just what do you think you're doing out of uniform, soldier? Look at this pathetic display. Buttons missing, sleeves torn, total lack of skin, and where's your horse? You're a disgrace to your unit. I'm putting you on latrine duty for a month. About face! March! The skeleton gives you a crestfallen salute and marches away. Oh yeah. I could do that better, but it would blow out the microphone speakers, so I don't want to do that. What is this? Weird purple grass. Oh yeah, we need that for something, but we can't pick it yet because we don't have the quest yet. Now, what is in the Humming Cave? I could push this over to not fight whatever that is, but I didn't fight it last time, and I just want to see what it is. It's a snake. Alright, let's fight it. It is an electric snake, it appears. 67 HP. But that ain't no thing when I can disable him. Yeah, spawning the grunt's not gonna make any difference. Because he's gonna have, like, physical attacks. Or maybe he'll just shoot lightning at me, which will also go through. Just don't, like, one-shot me, please, if you don't mind. It'd be really annoying having gotten you down to this. 6 HP ain't nothing. Yeah, okay, you use Mysticality. I'm glad that, like, the log is up there. So you can see what damage type you're being dealt. Snake Venom Bladder, Electric Snake Skin. Show me that. What does that do? I can put that on my hat. Plus 7 spell damage? Jeez, I needed my Bean Slinger to do that. But I had him block the hole, because he had 10 muscle. Wow, what is that thing? Oh, here we go. So this is an element. There's like this futuristic tech thing part of this game, and it's very weird. But it's there. And it kind of fits. And like, all of it is... You know, there's like a quest surrounding it. Monolith is dark. A weird device. A strange stone arrow. This is a triangular object made out of a strange stone-like material shot through with channels of smooth black glass. Aw, black glass is so cool. I want some. Like, that's a terrific aesthetic. You know, get some glass and paint it black, man. Get some black stained glass. And then just look at it and be like, this is so chic, you know? But that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe and whatnot. I will see you guys next time.